In the studio today, I have the legendary DEA Lally. Lally, good afternoon, fella.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
You're here, man.
Finally arrived.
We got you here now, man.
Yeah, they didn't deport me. I just decided to come.
Right, Lally. A lot of people have been requesting this interview again,
Yeah.
because the interview we did, the first one, was too short, and you know, there's a lot of things that people wanted to hear about what's going on in
Yep.
the you know, your production and stuff like that. So, first of all, just tell us what does DEA stand for?
Well, DA stands for Dub Enforcement Agents. When we obviously first started making music, it would only be a dub plate. So then we would go around and give it to certain DJs, you know, and the DJs that would basically play our stuff.
Yeah.
So it was good. That's a classic.
You know what? I'm not even going to edit that out. You know, I'm going to keep that in.
The cat wants to get involved. Oh dear.
Okay, so dub enforcement agents.
Yeah.
So, how did the studio come about? What happened? Because you obviously there was quite a few of you in the DEA collective. Who were these people?
There was me, Para, Lloydie, Pipey, Reaper, Milan, and Dexter. That was the original DEA crew.
So was even Milan producing for DEA?
No, but he wasn't producing. He was more playing out. You know, and obviously, you know, we were like close friends beforehand.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Okay.
So he was DJing before, you know, because he used to play at Stushen, all the clubs.
Yeah.
Before. So that was good.
So what came first, DEA or Booby Trap Recordings?
Booby Trap Recordings was before DEA. It was at least 93. I put my first EP out on Booby Trap.
Tell us about it.
It was a track called One Foot Skank. It was good. It was good. Like I said, I didn't have no money at the time, and I went and saw a gentleman in a pressing plant in East London, Bromley by Bow, called Darren, and he had a brother called Terry, and his dad was Terry Murphy. They'd done a lot of films back then, and they were obviously they owned the pressing plant, and they would do deals with everyone, like me, Busy B. Who else would they do? Lemon D. All different labels. Gapper G. I don't even remember the information.
Yeah, Information Centre. Yeah.
Wow. And they would press up even Labello Blanco, Public Demand. So they would press up like your vinyl, and you know, obviously at that time I didn't have a lot of money, so they said to me, do I want to go 50-50? You didn't really have an option. You know what I mean? All I had
because they knew you was up and coming in it.
All I had was a DAT tape, you know what I mean, back then. And I done the I pressed up a few of them. The first one was okay, it was good. Because back then we just used to press 1,000 copies straight, you know, and you'd have 5 or 6 distribution companies that just take them, you know, and it was a thing where if they would sell. If you would know if you had a big tune back then,
yeah,
because it would sell within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you sell 1,000 in 2 weeks, you know the tune's it's going to be big.
Yeah.
So I think it was my third EP on Booby Trap that just went crazy, and it was Subcircle.
Okay.
10-inch press. Alison Williams vocal, I believe. And that went crazy. It went literally. I mean, I think I sold 5,000 in 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the amount that record sold, I mean, it was pushed heavily. Kenny pushed that record like no tomorrow. So I have to big him up for that. A few DJs played that. But I have to big up Call FM as well, because They were a major. I'll be honest, yeah. If it wasn't for certain people like Eastman from Cool FM that weren't around at the time they were, a lot of people wouldn't be around today.
Yes, that is so true.
I'm being straight with you because that man has done stuff for radio that no one can ever match. No station, whether they're digital or whatever now or pirate, they can never match what he's done for Cool FM back in the day when he started it. Because I remember going and meeting that guy and giving that guy my track. And them days, I didn't even have money for a mobile phone. And I had to drive all the way back to South London. I swear to God, as soon as I opened my door, I put the radio on, I heard my track. So I have to give him and Brocky, and there was a guy called Smurf that used to
Little Smurf,
back in the day.
Yeah.
And I have to respect them for that always, because what people don't realise is you need someone like Eastman who's basically he's foundation of jungle drum and bass. He's foundation. He started the movement. Don't care what anyone's got to say. And he's helped a lot of DJs. And you need people out in the community, you know, from the area they are. I think they're around Clapton and East London and Hackney area. You need people out in the community because they give the younger kids guidance. Yes.
Yep.
Right. So all these people you have, like these MPs and these mayors and these councillors, they don't do nothing.
Yep.
Okay. They don't do nothing. All they do is try and implement rules. But then you have people like Eastman who are, like, to me, a community leader who would start up a station with his own money and help not one, two, hundreds, if not thousands, and give them guidance with whether to become DJs and MCs. And I'm from South London. You know, I've met him a few times. I'm not right. It's not a thing where I'm great friends with him. I've met him a few times. And one of the occasions was when one of my friends was doing a dance in Roller Express. I met him then, gave him the ad. It was called Bass Check. And the other one time, and I gave him my single, and they played it immediately. So I have to respect that man for that, because he gave me guidance at the time when I was 18 or 17 or whatever years old, and it gave me a lot of guidance to become what I wanted to achieve, and which was music and producing at that chapter in my life. But he does it for a lot of people.
He's done it for a lot.
And a lot of people, he doesn't get in my opinion, he doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get all these people that get all these OBs and NBs, you know, that don't even deserve them. That man deserves one. And for what he's done for music and for the community and for pirate radio. So I have to respect that guy. Thank you. I salute you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know what? The way they're looking at it, he's kept a lot of people off the streets.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, on the right path.
Yes.
So going back to DEA Records, who started it?
Me and Para started it originally. We made a tune called Friends. And I've got loads of youngers in, well, they're not young no more, but you had loads of youngers in the area when we were growing up, Fulton Heath, because I did say Para used to live in Fulton Heath, which at the time was like the ghetto. It was literally the ghetto. And I lived in Norwood, which weren't too bad, but it was still bad.
Yeah.
And then I had Alwyn, which is like one of my younger brothers. He basically said, look, some guys, he had some stuff for sale, come down, they got it in the house down the road, and I went down to Fulton Heath. I had to look at the stuff, and there were some mad pictures. I didn't take them, but then I got chatting to Para, and I said, look, I've got a studio. I do like drum and bass and blah 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 and jungle. And if you want to come up to my studio, we're gonna track, see how it goes.
Yeah.
And he come up. We built a track called Friends, and then we built a track called Crazy.
Now, when you say Crazy, are you talking about the one you?
Can't you see what you're doing to me? They used to rinse it hard on Kiss FM, hard.
Because there was another DEA with Crazy though, but it come out after. It was like DEA. It might have been 7 or no, not 7. 7 was the one that was pink, I think. There was one that Crazy. It had the sample Crazy. There was that girl singing in it, and it was going crazy.
Yeah, I think that was that's a different one.
So that's not okay.
That's not the same.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to. That one was our first EP we put out, and it done well. Put it out beautiful, proper garage, proper. Because remember, Para come from Brit School, so he's trained. He's like MJ Cole. He's trained.
He's a good producer, isn't he?
He's a good producer. Tony's busy boy. Top producer.
Yeah.
He will destroy 95% of the producers in England. But he's just busy. He's got kids now. No, he's literally, he can play anything he hears. He can recreate any tune. He knows his music. He knows his keys. He knows everything. He knows everything. You know, he's quick. But like you said, as you get older, time is precious. You know, and you have other aspects of your life you have to do. School run, work. You understand me? Yeah, mortgage bills. You know, things change for you. You know, so you can't sit there and produce all the time, even though a lot of people produce all the time. You know, that's their main.
Right, listen, I need to praise you guys, all right? Because I don't think you guys understand the impact that you guys had in the garage scene and still have in the garage scene. Like, the music that you guys produced, there was no rubbish. None of the DEA releases were rubbish. None of the Booby Traps were rubbish. It was all quality music with longevity. Unlike some producers who make songs and these songs don't even last. Like the one-hit songs, and like they just don't last. But your songs have that longevity. People can still play them now amongst the new UK garage, and it will still rock the dance floor.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people out there, mainly because that's their main job, production. I wouldn't sit there and force a tune. I would sit there, if I've got a tune in my head, we'll go and build it, or if I've got a tune, or you know, whoever had a tune there would build a tune. A lot of people make music just to pay the bills, so they could get 500 downloads. I wouldn't do that. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So it has to be correct. You know, it has to be. You have to put all of it in. I don't make music just for money. I make music because I enjoy making music. You know, like that income to me is in the bottom half of what my other businesses bring me. You know, so it was more for the love and you know creativity. And just to see what we can achieve and how we can do it, and it worked well.
It did.
It worked well.
So what was your favourite DEA release?
My favourite DEA was probably there's a few tracks out there. Ghetto Child.
That's
probably
a big tune, yeah.
One of my favourites.
Yeah.
I've done a few tunes. You know, I like. My sons love them now. All their friends listen to them all the time. It's nice, you know, to see the younger generation dancing to your music even though some of those tracks are 20 years old. It's good. It's enjoyable to know that you achieved something even this day now, but you created it years ago. You know, so I'm happy in that aspect. I would have loved to have made more music. I have got loads more music, but I haven't released it.
Oh, I can imagine the archives, man.
I
know people will go mad at some of the tunes that you guys have got on that.
Oh well, that on my computer, on my hard drive, on mini disc. I mean, I've got loads. I will reproduce something soon. I can't give a date. If I could, I would love to. I can't. I'm crazy busy with other things that I do at the moment. But the time will come. Always time and a place. I will put. I'm dying to do another album. Love to put a DA album on vinyl. I'd love to do that. Recreate some of my stuff, old stuff, because we haven't really remixed anything. Sometimes there's a time and a place to do it. But I'm looking forward to the future to maybe put some stuff out in the future.
The Gabrielle track.
Yes.
Was that the most commercial track you guys did?
That track, Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes.
That done well.
Tell us about that, because because EZ championed that
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah, he championed that. He championed So High as well.
Yes. And
Another salute to
yeah,
EZ, even though I haven't seen him for years. He
still plays that, you know.
Yeah, he's a great DJ.
He still plays.
He's a great DJ.
And he still bangs that tune out. So High.
I mean, EZ, I have to salute him every time I see him. Even though I ain't seen him for years though. But I mean, last time I've seen him obviously previous, but I haven't. I see him in Iron Apple. You know, I was hanging with him out there for a little while.
Yep.
Great DJ. You know, he stuck to his guns. He deserves everything he gets. You know.
Yep.
Loyal to the garage music, like MJ Cole, like Gurley, like these people that have just made fantastic music. Groove Chronicles as well. I have to salute them. Noodles. There's so many producers out there as well. I can say even up and coming. But I mean, Jerry Springer. It was probably one of the quickest tunes we've ever made. Me and Para. Made quite a lot of money from it, publishing fee.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah.
Weren't complaining. It wasn't a tune we would normally make. Commercial.
Yeah, it's totally different to your style. Yeah, I know.
But it worked well.
That beeline, man.
Yeah, it worked well.
Yeah.
It worked well.
Yeah.
You know, once again, a para just vision with that track. And it worked out well. You know?
Do you listen back to your tunes and go, how did we do that tune? Like,
couple tunes, yeah.
It's like you listen back and you're like, how did that come about? How did I do that bit?
Yeah.
Like, what made us think of that sample and put it there? And...
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, we had some great ideas, you know. And me and Powell used to just sit in the studio for hours. Like, come there in the daytime and just be morning. Through the night, it'd be morning and call a cab. I'd call a cab for him because I'd just be too knackered to drop him, even though he was like 5 minutes from my house. And I'd pick up the phone, and as soon as I pick up the phone, the cab office would say, Eversley Road.
Yeah.
Because he knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew who we were. That's how much we called the cab. Like, it was relentless.
Yeah.
And we I just started laughing. It was good times. It was good times. It was good music. It was good vibes. It was full of love. And you can never create them moments. You know, even like the moments when we played out at all the clubs. You know, La Cosa Nostra. You know,
Twice as Nice.
Leslie Lounge. All these places. Coliseum. All over. Wembley Arena. We done. Pure Silk. You can never recreate them. You know, it's not for money. You know, it's for the love. Those are moments you can never recreate. You know, I have to shout out to S as well. I haven't seen him for years. Him, and I remember Alpesh as well. He was one of his partners. They used to book us a lot. You know, we had good times. So you just have to enjoy the moments you had when you were there.
Yeah.
You know, so it was good.
Tell us about that. There was we mentioned the Reaper dub plate, but it was originally a release that you guys didn't end up releasing. Tell everyone about that.
That was for public demand.
Yep.
It was Drop the Funk, Drop the Bass. Obviously, they weren't happy with maybe certain of the way the tune was, but it was a great track, and it just ended up being Reaper's dub. You know, public demand, another great label. Great.
Big up Jimmy.
Yeah, another person who doesn't get the recognition he
deserves.
I mean, that label is solid.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Man, the releases on there.
I was fighting to catch up with them all the time, like just on point. That even the girly beats, everything was like it just turned to gold. I mean, you know them labels when you see that. That sign is like it's a banger. Instantly. You don't even need to hear it. It's just crazy. You know what was coming off that label.
Yeah.
So I have to salute him as well.
Especially when it was anything from Steve Gurley.
Yeah, Gurley was good.
Yeah. So was there any releases that you were unsure about releasing that you was like, I don't think I want to release that, you know? or Power thought, "No, I don't want Lisa or whoever."
When we done Circles, Power wasn't sure about the vocal.
That's a big tune, man.
I know it was a big tune. I was a little bit, but I loved it because I played to loads of DJs and they said, "Wow."
Yeah, it's a
So
big tune.
maybe he didn't because he wasn't. Tony was more. He's the kind of guy that plays the keys and likes to chop up the vocals and do stuff, make it bumpy. The tune bumpy. It's gonna be bumpy.
Yeah.
And the vocals on that were like sung kind of live by a lady called Lorraine, and I thought they were great. He was a little bit unsure about that, but we released it and it done well. Done big tune.
Yeah, like I said, every DA track. Like, my favourite two DAs. No, it's probably about 4 or 5, but I'm going to tell you. DA 5.
Yeah.
DA 6, as you know, I've told you. You got what I need. That one, that's my favourite. Crazy.
Yeah.
And a tune that really surprised me that no one bangs out as much as they did. Sea Lion Woman.
Sea Lion Woman, yeah.
Big.
Locked On Records. Nice guys.
Massive.
Very nice guys. Record shop, was it in Archway their shop wasn't it? I think it was
Was that Rough Cut Lloyd? Was it Lloyd's label? Locked On?
No, Locked On is some other guys up there. But I think they were backed by Excel, I think.
Okay, yeah.
That label was a great label. We got asked to do it because we used to sell loads of records. I think who was in the outside? Was it Todd Edwards? I think it was.
Yes, Todd Edwards. Yeah.
And literally, they paid us to do it, but I would have done it for less than they paid us. But I just wanted to.
But that tune was massive.
I wanted to tune out a lot. Yeah, that is Nina Simone.
Ah,
that's Nina Simone in that vocal.
Yeah, big.
So it was a great achievement. I would have liked to have done maybe a few more remixes for labels. I don't know. Maybe they thought we were too expensive, or maybe they just thought at the time, our style was different. We done one for the Go Beat, I think, Universal, I believe.
That was Gabriel, wasn't it? Was that Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Gabriel was on that, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Because I've got that actually on vinyl. It was like a purple and white. Yeah, I got that on vinyl.
Nice track, man.
Yeah.
We done a few. But those were big moments in my eyes, of tracks. So it was good. I mean, not a lot of people know that Tony done he mixed the tune for Victoria Beckham.
Yeah. What that garage one she released?
Not the one with Dane Bars, another one.
Yeah, the second. She did the second one. Yeah, there was I know what you're talking about.
He done that one. Yeah. He done that on. I think done it on his own. But it was good because he had to go to the studio. And I remember him telling me when he got back, he said that she come to the studio with 40 bodyguards.
Yeah. Or she's not going to come by herself.
No, it was in Brixton, the dairy. So she come with about 40 bodyguards. I think it was a coach load, and then he done the tune. And then they invited us to their party. They had a party in Albert Hall, and we went to their party, Beckham's party with
What was that like, man?
Simon Cowell was there. All of them were there because they were signed to 19 management at the time.
Yeah.
And they were all there. It was crazy. Everything was free. Everything was free.
Wow. Yeah.
You had a big ticket like a Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Yeah.
It was mad. But it was nice. It was a good time. I remember me and Tony coming out of there and driving home. I don't know how we got home. In that car. I swear we hit the car about 5 times. I don't know how we got home. But we got home. But it was a good night.
Yeah.
It was a good night.
So what producers inspired you? Who inspires Lally, man? I want to know who inspires you, man.
There's loads of producers out there. Back in the day it was Timbaland. He used to do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Everything that high touch just was platinum.
Yeah.
All the people that made the hits, really. Groove Chronicles made some good tunes. Gurley made good tunes. A lot of drum and bass tunes. I used to love Busy Bee made some good stuff. Information Centre. Lucky Spin Records.
Do you remember Jungle Lights?
Yes.
You know who Jungle Lights is?
No.
You ready for it?
Who?
Sovereign.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's who Jungle Lights is. Sovereign.
Yeah,
Legendary Sovereign.
I know Sovereign well. I know him and his brother. And then, well, I haven't seen him for a little while now. But Public Demand, that label was just crazy, man. You know, it was crazy.
Grant Nelson,
Brass Tooth,
Jeremy Sylvester,
Sylvester, Spoonie. I used to like Spoonie as well as a DJ because he was always very calm and professional on the mic, on the decks, very professional. That's obviously why.
Good DJ, you know.
Went to radio.
Very good DJ.
Good. Very underrated, but obviously he does his stuff now. Radio too, I think he does. But he's professional in every aspect of what he does. So he's a nice guy. I like the way he carries himself as well. You know, they're the kind of people I like that are calm. Yeah, you know, calm DJs, not one of these DJs that's like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Because I've got 100,000 followers or 200 or 500,000 followers, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah.
You can have 1 million followers on YouTube, and you could still be in your mind you're successful, but
yeah,
you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You're just holding on what you believe.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always nice to have the right attitude and the right composure, decorum, and just be humble.
Yeah.
You
humble.
know?
Humble,
you know, it's so I like the way he carries himself. There's a few people, you know, that carry themselves well. That underrated. Groove Chronicles, Noodles is another one. Carries himself well. Nice guy. Very, very nice guy. And I like DJs like that. We were just talking about another guy, Dean, Phantom D.
Yes. Proper nice guy.
Very, very humble.
Humble fella. Very humble.
You know, and that's what I like in a person. Not overhyped. I mean, I've got loads of friends that are hyped. And, you know, the watch, the car.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, you've achieved the watch, you've achieved the car.
Now what?
You know, these things are superficial. Okay, let's keep it real out here. You know, it's what it's about. It's about having a good life, your kids, building on what you have, and basically keeping what you have in order. You know, stability, and that's what I like to see. You know, obviously, people who are successful, they want the world to see that they're successful people. I understand that. That's what social media is about. You know, but at the same time, have some composure. You know, and that's what I like. There's a lot of DJs out there I have time for to listen to what they have to say, and what they do. I have time for them. Creed's another nice guy.
Yeah, down to earth.
Yeah,
very down to earth.
I like listening
Norris.
Norris, Creed. I mean, I'm good friends with Melody as well. You know,
Piper, nice
Piper.
DJ.
I don't know if you know him, Fizzy, Genius Crew. Boom Selection.
Yeah. I don't know if I met him though. I met Tef. Not Tef.
Yeah, I think it's his cousin.
Yeah.
No, that was a calm guy. Very calm. Very calm guy.
I like Genius Crew, you know.
Yeah.
They were quite humble people, you know. When they used to do their PAs, they were quite nice guys.
Yeah,
I remember them.
He's visited me a few times at my house in
Portugal. Humble heads, man. Yeah, they're humble, man.
Yeah. They like to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
You know, good people, good heart, good people, good clothes, good nice people.
Yeah.
Calm.
Yeah, big them up.
You know, there's a lot of people that are just like that. But, you know, that's what I like to, they're the kind of people I like to be around. You know. I've got a lot of hype friends, you know, and it was just a phone call thing. You know, don't get me wrong, I still love you, you know, but just a phone call.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be around too much hype. It's just normal. Peace.
So has our Lally got a favourite garage track? That's a hard question, I know.
MJ Cole I like a lot of his stuff, man. From back in the day. I used to like Jason K.
Yeah, good producer, man. He was a good bit of RIP to you, Jace.
When I say I used to like him as a producer, I liked him. A lot of his stuff, you know.
And he was a nice guy as well, man.
Ramsey and Penny used to like this stuff.
Yeah.
Brass Tooth again.
Yep.
You know, it's always said by us. You know, he had a few hits.
Yeah.
It's nice to listen to different styles. It gives you inspiration of where you want to go with your style. TJ Cases.
Yes, underrated, man. Underrated.
I tell you, remember the guy called Gerardo?
That name sounds familiar, Geraldine.
Yeah,
Yes, on Crunch Records.
I believe so. He done the
The
track.
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was American, wasn't he?
I'm not sure if he's American, but he
he
did
was-
music with MJ Cole, Crunch
Yeah,
Records.
he was good.
Yeah.
Masquerade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that
Big
stuff.
producer. Yeah, big.
There should be more of that. There should be more male singers. You know, don't get me wrong. The female singers are beautiful. Yeah, I love female vocals. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You couldn't be complimented a track better. But there should be more styles where we have male singers.
We didn't have enough. We only had Craig David, Robbie Craig, Gerard do sometimes.
Yep.
Who else?
The other guy that Spoonie used to rinse all the time.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I think Too Magic used to do a bit of vocals as well, apparently. But yeah, not many at all. Not many.
But that was literally what should have happened. More male vocalists. I mean, Craig David done well.
Yeah.
I remember doing it. PA with him at Camden Palace because of Austria.
Proper big.
Destroyed the place. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Once again, public demand brought
again.
Through.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's who started that movement again. But yeah, it was good. Richie Dan.
Yes. How can we forget? Yeah, Richie Dan. Yeah.
I love listening to his stuff now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna
underrated though.
Underrated. One of his tracks, a couple of his tracks, I loved him. I literally love listening to his stuff now. It's like it's
gold dust, man.
Yeah, it is gold dust. I love listening to his stuff at the moment.
Very distinctive voice.
Yeah,
you would know.
Underrated, man.
So say, man.
To me, that guy should have 500, 600,000 followers on Instagram. He should be playing. He should be performing regular. I mean, if I ever have a big party, I will book that guy straight away.
I've heard some dub plates from him made by Madness KMA.
Okay.
Like dub plates that they've never released.
Yes.
And Richie Dan, his voice on it, he's just underrated, man. He is underrated.
I mean, look, you got the nowadays you got the Kano and you got the Skeptors and you got the other artists that are big in the rap. But you know, back in the day, if you remember, they were all spitting on Rinse FM, Pirate, Slim Z and
Dizzy,
and Dizzy and they were spitting all over my DEA tracks.
So I know, exactly.
It's fantastic to know that. You know,
that's when they started, man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so it's good to know, and they've done. A lot of them have done well. A lot of them have done well. You know, which is great. They've made a great living out of what they love.
Yeah,
you have to salute them for that and give them the recognition they deserve, which is good. So I kind of like seeing things like that happen. You know, obviously now it's a new era. There's younger kids, younger DJs, younger MCs coming through.
Yeah.
And I wish them all the best, man. I like hearing different styles of music. You know, it gives me inspiration. You know.
So is there? I know you mentioned it's family time and stuff like that, but it sounds like there is going to be something coming out from the DEA stable one. I can sense that there is going to be a reunion. It's mad. I can sense it.
Reunion,
there's going to be a reunion, like an album coming. There's something coming in the pipeline. I feel it.
I've got tracks there unreleased. You know, I'm gonna put more out. It's just a matter.
It's just time, isn't it, man?
Time. The right time, the right place, and the right time, the right place, and getting the right person to maybe assist you in what you're doing. But yeah.
Did you guys do any collaboration with any other producers?
White Tribe.
Ah, okay.
White Tribe.
Another underrated producer, man.
White Tribe, we done a couple things.
Yep.
Maybe a couple people, but we'd normally just keep ourselves to ourselves, you know. I mean, when we used to make tracks, it's like the whole area knew that the single was coming out. They'd be knocking on my door, knocking on my door, knocking my window for vinyl. I just used to open the window and give them the vinyl. It was madness. So that was good.
Give us a little insight, man, of the fame, because I want to know, like, what was it like? I want to see through your eyes. What was it like? Because obviously, like I told you, like I remember being in the studio, the meeting, the Upfront FM meeting, and I remember Para coming with loads of vinyls from your first
Yeah.
release, and I knew straight away that this thing that he was involved in was gonna blow up. So what was it like from your point of view, going from starting releasing your first track to the fame? Just tell us what was the stages, man? What was it like?
It was good. It was good. It was development.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a football player. You know, you're young. You're 9, 10 years old. Obviously some start younger,
Mhm.
and you have that dream of being a Premier League player, okay, or playing for England, representing your country. And it's similar to that. You know, you have to develop. You know, at that age, it takes time, and as the years go on, you get better in what you do. Okay, and this is the advice I can give to a lot of young kids. It will pay off in the end. Everyone gets their chance. Everyone gets their opportunity. And we had some great chances and we had great opportunities. And went from literally making dub plates to us traveling the world, Barbados, America, playing out here, there, everywhere. Um, all flights paid, to even getting stopped by police, and the police would tell us when they see the dub plate or record in the back of the car, they'll stop us for a road traffic thing. The police officer would look at it and he would say, "What do you know, DEA?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm DEA." He said, well, I had some stush tapes and blah blah MC Destruction. I said, "Yeah, Paul's my brethren, MC Destruction." And yeah, and it would go from that level to the police officer saying, "All right, mate, you can go. It's fine."
Yeah.
So it was big.
So do you see your level?
Yeah.
You see your level, like
I see the level.
everyone was
It was
a
crazy.
DEA, a DEA agent.
It was crazy.
Like,
You know, I have to shout out to Upfront as well. We've made a lot of, you know, there's people out there that were behind the scenes at Front FM. Couple times we got booked by a couple. Milton, who done a lot of events. Give him a shout. I haven't seen him for years.
Good rhymes. Creed, Pied Piper.
Yeah,
at the end of that track, DEA boys, big up the DEA boys.
Shout all of them people out, you know, because we were building a movement, you know, and the movement was great. It was great. It still is great. I mean, they're doing their thing now. I salute all of them. And you can only look back and enjoy what you've done and achieved.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a great career. Yeah. It's like certain people have great careers in what they do. And to me, my music was a great career. If I could, I'd produce tomorrow, but I'm just mad busy. Like, like mad busy, which is not a bad thing. I'm normally on a plane, crossing the Atlantic or the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
You know, but it's good. It's decent. I can't complain. One of my sons is into music, and Aaron, he's bang on it.
Oh, he's producing and stuff.
He's produced. He can play the keyboard. Yeah, I got him. Taught him from young to play piano.
Okay.
He's on it. Nathan's more on it. DJ probably. You know, maybe one day they'll be. You know, but they're kind of focused on what they're doing at the moment. Both playing football and studying, and one's very young. All I do is just run after him. But it's good. It's nice. It's a nice balance. And to look back and see that even now my sons are listening to my music and their friends, and can't complain. Can't complain. It's good.
Was there any funny moments whilst being in the studio making tracks? Tell me a first funny moment that comes in your head.
Every day was funny. Me and Power used to play. I think we used to play FIFA.
Yeah.
We used to play FIFA, yeah. And then, I don't know. We would maybe have a drink or have a spliff, and it'll be me, Power Piper, yeah. Always 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be getting a cab.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm winning and it's 5-0, and then me, and I'm playing Para, and then me and Pipey say, "Oh no, he's gonna go back home and lose it, bro. He's gonna go all the way to 14. Don't go to sleep losing like this." and we would just crack up. We had so many different aspects of, you know, of fun and enjoyment in the studio. It was unreal, you know. It was
And you came at a good time. That was like perfect timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you guys
I tell you,
started your releases.
Yeah, there was loads of funny moments, you know, literally. But it was good. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah. And it was a good transition as well because UKG was just finding its footing.
Yes.
The transition was going from we stopped playing a lot of the house because it was house and garage, but we stopped playing a lot of the house, didn't we?
Yes.
Around that time, and it was more two-step.
Do you remember Adrenaline Village clubbing?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Would you say that was a blueprint
Yeah.
to the two-step
that was
movement?
Crazy. And then it just went from there. Colosseum probably just took it by.
Well, when Liberty started, Friday Night Liberty.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
See, people don't realise it's not just about selling tickets to an event. You got to make the event correct. And back then they made the event correct. You know, you used to have Matt Jamlamon, and he was a great DJ. He still is a great DJ.
Clean mixing, very clean. Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
You know, and his partner,
Carl. Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
Proper garage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
BZ.
Underground. Yeah.
Just all different coming in and just. You know what you were gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
You pay your, obviously, so you pay your money to the club. And you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't been out for a while, man. I don't know what it's like now, how the scene is. You know, it's changed a lot. But the music definitely paves the way for how the club, the evening's gonna be. You know, the DJ. And that's what I like about certain DJs. Like I said, you know, Spoonie and that, they bring a good vibe to your club. And the way they play their set, it's like they thought about their set before they've come to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've handpicked the tunes.
Yeah.
They know what's coming.
Mm.
And they would create that vibe in that club.
Yeah.
1 minute the club's just normal, then just drop a tune and everyone's just jumping back down to normal vibe and drop another tune, everyone's jumping.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice.
So what clubs did you rate back in the day? What events as well?
Colosseum was good. Sun City was good. Obviously the majority of the garage clubs, you know.
Gas Club.
Gas Club was good. La Cosa Nostra was great in Camden Palais, and they done Connaught Rooms. They done some great events. I mean, I'm good friends with David. He's, you know, Scotty does a lot of we done a lot of events. I used to go to a lot of clubs like a club called Rage. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I've heard of that.
Rage.
I think I'm not
Embankment.
sure.
It's Heaven. The club is called Heaven.
Yeah.
I think it's owned by a guy called Jeremy now. I'm not sure. But that was probably the best club in London.
Was it really underground as well? Underground stuff or?
Yeah. They used to do Rage on a Thursday and on Monday night it's been down the Voz, and that was crazy. That was literally, I used to pray to God for Monday to come. It was crazy. All the tunnels, all the shops, it was crazy. You know, you used to get Goldie and all different people out there. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then another great club was in Worthing. It was called Stearns.
Okay.
And the guy used to run that. It was called Mensa, and that was probably one of the best clubs I've been to. You know, in terms of, I went to Orange.
Camden.
Camden.
Yep.
And they used to do it before Camden. They used to do it in Holloway Road in the university. That was crazy. And they used to hand out all oranges.
Seriously?
The whole place.
Go on, big up Chris Paul for Orange.
Yeah, that was good. It was good. It was good. You know, and across the road you used to go get your dub plates cut by Chris and Paul and
yeah.
and Leon, and you know,
Yeah.
it was great. And you used to always see Hype DJ Hype there. What's the guy's name from Bristol?
Oh, Ronnie Size.
Size there. Groove Rider always there. Kenny Ken always there.
Yeah, but them mans
all
didn't have to queue up though.
In the 190s, 190 what did I think they had the 190 Mercedes back in the day.
Yeah, but them mans them mans didn't have to queue up. They just went around the back.
And run up there.
Yeah.
Then you'd get your dub plate cut there.
Yeah.
Then you go and get your records cut up in East London, TTL.
Yeah.
And then you go and get your labels done in Hackney. Or you'd go to pressing plant and see what's the guy's name? You'd go to Digby Road.
Okay.
And get your tunes cut up there from Tubby's. Yeah. And it was good.
Was that a full day? Was it a full day? Like when you knew that Friday, because normally Fridays was the day of release, wasn't it? Like we're gonna go and collect like 1,000 or whatever. It was like a full day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And you would literally, after you'd go and get your record labels done, and you just take them to the pressing plant, and they'll just put them on there. And you know, you go and collect your vinyl. You drop off to distributor, but I would normally go to Uptown Records, Black Market, Release a Groove.
Yeah, Release a Groove. Yeah.
And I would give them X amount, or give one. What I would tend to do, I would press 2 or 3 singles, and I would give each shop an exclusive. So that shop wouldn't have the same records as the other shop. And that's how I used to run it, and it used to work well. The guy I was actually thinking about, who used to cut the dubs in Digby Road, Freddie.
Okay.
And that guy, another legend, man. Trust me, lovely guy.
Yeah.
He used to cut all the dub plates for us there. I think he cut my first track. He cut my first tune years ago, because they used to be above a furniture shop in Mare Street, I believe it was. And then he cut one of my first tunes, and I met a guy called IB for Paul.
Yeah, Paul IB for Records,
yeah.
Jungle Splash.
I met him there, and gave me a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, because his label was big, man. IB for Records.
Big label.
Big
label.
But and his biggest producer on the label, Potential Bad Boy, who is Chris Mack, as everyone knows. Yeah.
Big boy label. You know. So it was nice. But I mean, you don't get their memories. Their memories will last forever.
Yeah.
You know, of how it was back in the day. So that's why I'm hopeful that in the next few years I can put some music out as a hobby, more as not as my career, as a hobby, my leisure, and put 1 or 2 or 3 tracks, or maybe an album out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Something different. But if I do put something out, it's got to be 10 out of 10. I can't put nothing out.
Yeah.
That's no, that everyone will slate me. They will say, this is some poor quality B grade joke. And I'm like, it's got to be 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So I'll wait and take my time.
So to wrap it up, if a 16-year-old up and coming producers come up to you and say, "Oh, Lally, I need some inspiration," what advice would you give me?
And he was looking to be a DJ,
and
or making
he
music.
wanted to be a producer.
My inspiration would be make your music in your home studio. Take your time. Try and do it on your own if you can, or with one person. Don't involve too many people. Okay, as I say, too many people spoil the broth. Yeah, too much scripts. Just keep it simple. And if you've got a good feel of the track, you know, obviously a lot of them send it out on SoundCloud and blah. Then go for it. Just release your track, you know, and always make bubbly, bumpy tracks. That's what people want. Something with a nice groove. Don't just make music because you want to pay your phone bill or you want to pay your electric bill. You know, do it because it's coming from your heart. That's my advice to a young 16-year-old producer who's trying to make it, and just put the tune out. What if you're feeling it, others and certain people are not feeling it? Who cares?
Yeah.
Put the tune out and see how it does. You know, you just never know. It's a tune you don't expect to do well that do well.
Yeah.
You know, like Joey Springer, look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, it probably took about 6 hours to make.
Yeah.
And then I've got tunes that I made Gabrielle and blah blah. It took 2 weeks to make.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, yeah.
So just take your time and make the music that you feel and you're happy with. That's my advice.
Yeah, nice advice, man. Lally, it's been an honour.
My pleasure, honestly.
I'm going to put some video audio at the end of this, so people can hear some of your stuff. But man, it's an honour, man, to have you in the studio, and thanks for giving us some great music throughout the years, man. Because you guys shaped the scene, the garage scene. You made a lot of DJs big because of what you guys were producing. So, a lot of DJs smashed the dance floor with your tune. So, props to you, thank you for coming in, man.
You're more than welcome.
I appreciate it, man.
Anytime.
And we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah.
All right, wicked. Nice one.
She says she wants to dump her current boyfriend for her new lover. Summer, what's going on?
I've been cheating.
Your boyfriend doesn't know that you slept with him. What do you want to say to Thomas? Because you left Doug for Thomas. What do you want to say to him?
I don't want to be with you anymore. I've been cheating on me.
Scene number... Whore, anyway. Scene number... Whore, anyway.
The sea comes to life, it's my night. Boots are ripped on my ain't no hype. Shake it up from left to the right. She thinks she won't, I think she might. So get nasty on the beach. Kissing. Remember the first time, girl, you and me. Champagne and wine, girl, you and me. Nights filled with fashion. Hotels, girls, and passion. Champagne, the ice be splashing. Nails in my back, the girl be scratching. CD skip, headboard bashing. Articulating, giggling, burst out laughing. Whip, cream, double lashing. Ice cubes, speaking Latin.